Hey guys, it's Tarn coming at you with another game of Hades 2. We're going to try to go up to Olympus with the Rivals Vow. Just a quick look at the board. Basically, no dice because we want to use the pomegranate to be at the Fate's whim and get some stuff. We're just taking Rivals 3 because we only need 8, and we're taking the staff because that'll get us the Nightmare from Eris. But we're trying to go up and, get the whole thing. But this will be the first time that we have gotten to Prometheus with that on, so...
So let me see if I understand. Though you rid us of Typhon, you are now supposed to hunt down what remains.
So we're using the Circe staff, which...
Oh, you can't catch a proper break,
Which we don't want that or that. This seems good. The pomegranate is getting us bonus. But the Circe staff. So the whole build is that our little dude, our Phrenos, also will duplicate our cast whenever we throw it down, and there's a little red leash between us too.
Rewarding experience, but sometimes you just want to get to where you need to be.
Yeah. Normally I use the build to make your Omega attacks faster. I turned it off on this one because we had to because we wanted like cast boost tie-ins, but we'll see if it ended up being good. It's a little different than the build that I would normally use. Alright, dash strike for a bunch of area and doing armor. Yeah. Yeah, love it. Oh, and we're not even on a timer for the first time in like ever. I mean, it would have just been like 9 minutes here for the heat. Alright, so... The Hestia cast would be quite nice, right?
Should put a dent into that barrier.
So, like, the boss fights would be a problem, but that 900 damage on the dash strike to armor solves a lot of our problems. But here we get Scorch Cast, so this is going to allow us to get a bunch of damage going on. Alright, so now we just need to... Because the thing about Phrenos is he follows you to block shots, but that also means, that... So the last time I used the Circe staff, I had brought Tula, the wonderful cat. But Tula is a sleepy girl, and you gotta wake her up, right? But so you'd have to keep on repositioning and waking her up in order to,
That shade needs you, Phrenos. Good.
I'm losing my train of mind, in order to get the best benefit out of the repositioning of the cast, right? So, I saw the little glimmering of the gold pot, and I was like, no, I have to get it. Anyway, and so, I figured Phrenos also has given us more HP, because we didn't take the HP MP thing in the board like we normally might. And you always want to pop those guys if you have time, because they drop coins. But with our extra 20% money at the very beginning, it's just 20, but it's still pretty good.
You'd mentioned that you've come to trust in me. I wanted you to know it meant a lot. No one has told me so.
Of course I trust you, Medea.
Great Hecate must
No one's ever heard of you doing anything wrong.
Lady Medea, surely your inclination to conducting research all alone has something to do with this. You'd be welcome and safe at the crossroads if you wish to join us there.
No, I do not lack for company. The mere thought of being surrounded by the living and the dead alike makes the bile in my belly rise. But I don't mind you like so many of the rest.
Alright, so... the prophecy wants me to do this. This might actually really help overall. The prophecy wants me to do this. You gotta follow the prophecy.
Never asked.
Because, yeah, I was like, that was the last one. I was like, you know, once you finish the prophecies for taking everything for the first time, then you're free, you know. You're free from the hands of fate. Alright, so... I'll take this fight for the increased boon quality. Because here, like, we can just actually run away, right? We can run away forever. You know, maybe like the dog that wants to run up on the enemies and do it would be good. But I like this actually because it allows us to protect ourselves by running back away over it. And we know, yeah, you know, this, if we can be patient with the boss fights, this is already enough damage out of the casts to get it done.
My dear sister Athena has a great burden to bear beyond that heavy suit of armor that you've seen. Not only does she manage our defenses, she must answer for the failures thereof. I trust her wisdom shall help see her through.
Oh yeah, we should be doing Omega casts, and getting this could be good.
Now what?
Alright, so here... Celine has the highest chance to really pay off... Well, no, because we want to stay at the Fate Swim thing. Well, if we get Celine now, what's the best it'll be? I mean, it could be okay. It could be good, actually.
You're just in time. I'm just about to start killing everything that moves, other than you and your pet.
Phrenos appreciates
If you like.
your consideration.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Shades of the dead.
You know, these, it reminds me of, like, playing with the spear in Hades, which I quite like.
This night, O moon.
All's well.
The god of war decided that his intervention is required and has granted you some of his violent strength. It may seem difficult to trust in Eris, but his motivations I have found to be quite
Because if we
clear.
get Hex from the sky, my favorite one, which we don't, we could just get Moonwater here. We don't have any... I mean, yeah, we could just
Together we shine.
get a heal. This is going to get refreshed by the fountain, so... Hey, and actually... ends up okay. We're gonna have a lot of money in this run. We already have a ton of money in this run. We just need to keep it rolling. Oh, I guess I just forgot to give Eris a gift, and I...
My favor in exchange for drink? No. You waste.
Well, we want Hercules to let us better here. I'm gonna keep on saying his name wrong.
You'll get a share of spoils.
Heracles. I alternate between saying it that way in my head, but out loud it's always this because other people, you know,
Nevertheless,
in life.
we're both working for the same family, and I have seen firsthand the efforts you're taking to drive back their enemies. And I'm grateful.
If you're a daughter of Hades for true, that makes us cousins, doesn't it? Knowing my father, you must have a lot of those.
Lots and lots
I've
and
met quite a
lots.
few recently among the Olympians themselves, but I grew up mostly in solitude.
Thank the fates for that. Fewer relatives means fewer obligations, fewer wars to be recruited into through no doing of your own other than being born. Let's do this again.
Yeah.
Pure water. Olympus, I accept this message.
Yeah, sure. Good. Excellent, actually. About time we got something to hit with. It may not really work because I don't know if scorch damage goes there, but you know, we've got.
Didn't he? This witch is back. There's bodies everywhere. I've had it good.
Yeah, we just gotta remember not to get poisoned and try to be patient. We're not on a clock at all, so.
Aren't you supposed to stand with me here rather than with him? Though the will of night ought never to be questioned, and this is all part of the vows I spoke.
Night brings terror, sorceress. A fear of the impossible and the unknown. I merely am fulfilling my responsibility unto that cause. So please, address Lord Polyphemus here, not me.
Lord Polyphemus. Think I like the sound of that. After all, lords tend to have big appetites. Now come on over and I'll add you to the corpses on the ground. That's the stuff.
You could have let it run its course. Poisonous.
I see you.
Not again.
And there's one death man. We have the Go Dark ability from Hades, but man oh man, am I ever bad at this. Alright, there's another heal. If we just try to run away and get the cat... Oh man, what? Nope, that's not gonna work. Alright, the Scorch should finish him, right? Yeah, man. Oh man, what a rough fight.
Return to shadow now.
What a rough fight.
Sleep tight. Whoa.
Alright, the last foe to vanquish us was Eris, so we can just take this again. We'll still have the Hades Blessing after we take off the pomegranate for, you know, it's actually pretty nice, right? Every 40 seconds we get hit and then we get invulnerable for a little bit. I mean, we probably would have dropped another whole stock there without it, so at least there's that. Just take Fleece. Take the hammer.
Very well.
Hammer seems good. Vampiric Cataclysm, so that's going to give us life leech. We'll get this and this. And we're hoping to get
Good.
an upgrade to our heal that's going to let us, you know, get more of them, or, you know, get the HP back that you've lost over the last couple of seconds. That's another one you can get, or, you know, make you impervious for a period of time. Something like that. I used to swear by the heal, you know, back whenever I was more of a beginner. I'm still not very advanced. But there's a few of the hexes where you can get like temporary armor for the duration of the effect, and now I basically believe more in those. So is the Scorching, like, we need to have 2 status effects. That's the other thing about the build, is when we have 2 status effects, we have Curse, so they'll take double damage from things. They take damage inside of the cast. You know, we've got... What I would love is to get, like, Aphrodite somehow and get them to be weak and the Scorch to not go down in power at all. Here, I think... Yeah, why not even more Scorching? Here we go. Here's the path that we bought not too long back. Alright, so we want this one. Now we're going to be able to stack up as many stacks as we can hold. And that means we're gonna go up this way to get the invincibility here for the next round on it. This should be pretty nice because, well, you know, there's gonna be a few fountains between here and the top of Olympus, and if you get like, you know, hundreds of HP back, which you can if you get like a whole bunch of it. Alright, so we are gonna have minor ability rerolls. Those don't count as, you know, being against the Fate Swim, so we're going to be able to get, you know, could be a lot of good things. The Artificer card, one of my favorite things in the game for sure. Taking a normal reward and turning it into something like HP, I mean, what's not to like, right? We don't need the MP because we're functionally just built around trying to sink a cast in an opportune place and then, you know, running. Ah, Kid Icarus. You know, faster Omega moves might be better here, but I wanted... There's a thing in the tree where, like, because we wanted to have access to duo boons and stuff, where we basically needed to trade the speed of the attacks for the ability to do more cast damage. Or rather, I thought I did. We're just gonna keep on smoldering up.
Hang on.
Alright, he's like, hey, weren't you gonna talk to me?
I was so reckless when I was a kid. My father always told me to be careful. I was stuck in a bloody tower. I couldn't do anything to hurt myself if I tried. Now, I just don't want to mess things up.
For someone who spends so much time up in the clouds, you're far too stuck in your own head at times. This isn't a test, Icarus. It's me. And I simply like it when you're you.
His theme is so good. The music in this game is just lovely.
Look at us. You're the immortal princess of the Underworld. I'm a shade of a failed apprentice who couldn't follow one simple instruction from his father and got dead ahead of schedule.
Whoa.
This is what you like.
Man. Icarus describing himself like someone who doesn't like him.
Because that isn't who you are.
But of course, he's
already
already died about it. What else is gonna happen, right?
But your true feelings, you should never hide from me.
Yes, because she's a witch.
I'll definitely try. I'd be a fool not to. So then.
If Icarus says he loves me, I'm gonna tell him that we're just friends. It's Nemesis who's got my heart.
Though still appreciate the moment, yes. Icarus, I want you to come back. To the crossroads. You want to aid our efforts here. You'll do an even better job of it if you're in contact with Odysseus and all our shades.
I'm not sure that everybody feels the same, Millie. I've been able to make do here on my own, and don't do well in crowds. Maybe from living in a prison tower all my life.
But we could see each other more. And it's really not that crowded there, is it? Just give the possibility some thought.
All right, I will. Give it some thought, that is. But if I show up and the Witch of the Crossroads turns me into the shade of a newt or something, it'll be on your conscience.
Like, she says she doesn't even think about you. Alright, we are going to take delivery. I mean, damage... This is fine. I think it's fine.
baffled your queen.
Keep up the good work.
Casts will pop the damage on foes anywhere.
Next bearing.
You know, it's nice that we got the armor piercing, because that, I mean, that's the real worry, right? Once you get through the armor, you can remember that you're supposed to be playing the game. But we don't have, yeah, that's right. We won't have mana issues for any amount of time, really, because all we have to do is swoop in and hit like 3 times. We get like 15 mana for hitting people with anything. And you know, this darkness thing, actually, it's kind of wonderful because it'll happen like every room and a couple of times a boss fight. But of course, that's the pomegranate. You don't get to choose what you get at the beginning. And some of them are not very good, I mean, overall, for your run.
Inform us right away if you suspect any deceit.
Because you get dash for the scorn attack, and that one's amazing. Or you can get, like the soul urns. That could be pretty good. Freeze on special, yes, finally. Now, Arctic Gale's very good too, but it's really good here. But we'll be able to take that in this room, hopefully. We're going to side with Eris first, because Demeter is the easier to dodge. I'm like, we're about to... It's about to get kind of hard to cast our moves, but all of these are good.
Perhaps where you were raised.
I mean no disrespect.
Yeah, well, we can do an Omega cast and follow it with an Omega attack, so that's all fine. And our region's good. And all we have to do is get, like, anything for higher MP, in a shop or something, and then we'll be right where we want to be.
There need not be a strain between us, granddaughter. Forgive me, I was rash.
Alright, so this gust around the binding circle, I think, is better than the gust around me.
No threats nearby. No use.
And here we hit a fountain, which, unlike sometimes, is so good, because now, we've got 7 stacks of it. Another of these, we're going to have a very wonderful setup here before too long. Now, low on MP, but at any moment we could find an MP reward. But, we were getting 5 just from walking into a door every now and then, and that'll be enough to get us a little comfier.
Beg pardon?
Yeah, the gust around the cast is much better, especially since this build wants to be doing that all the time. We are definitely taking that over leaving it.
Calm that shade
We'll
down
compel
for
this
us.
guy. Now, the thing our build doesn't have is any tankiness, right?
Everlasting peace.
But, like, Hestia, we could get, like, the Scorch, the dodge, and then the Scorch dodge thing here. If, yeah, maybe that's what we'll get out of this. That could be nice.
You really have to pay that care on, Karen.
Alright, so here, Blast. This is just worth, like, 1 more second of the cast. I think the Blast is better overall. I think that'll, Blast can often do a lot of work.
To dry land.
Alright, so we just need to try to do this right. We just need to be careful.
Finally trouble? Charon sure seems to have a lot in stock there on that fancy ship of his, although he hasn't sold me anything.
I doubt he ever would. Lord Charon's loyal to the realm. You're not. It's as simple as that, even if you are his sister.
Loyal to the realm. At least I'm not a suck-up. Though if you like him so much, here's something you can moan and groan about.
Alright, so there's something. The thing about the leash from the Circe cast is it quite looks like an ability from an enemy. You know. It looks distractingly like Eris's blade, but you know. Whoops, I accidentally healed there. I'm so used to just using the Hex on cooldown if I don't know what else to do. Man, Frino's coming in like a champion blocking the shots. Man, alright, well, there's another stock down. But now we've got strength activated. We just need to not take too much damage here, right? We've got the fight. Oh my goodness, no we don't! Oh my goodness, no, what was that? I thought we had her. And she... Oh wow, okay. That was so much damage. I thought she was already dead. Wow, okay, well. Yeah, you know, we get through and we get the nightmare. We get through with 38 HP. It'll be fine. We've got heals, and we'll be able to take...
The secret of the ancient weapon wielded by the erratic embodiment of strife proved not quite unpredictable enough to take the Underworld princess off her guard.
May the Rail's next bearer be more responsible.
Yeah.
Victory.
So we can... Taking the Athena searching keepsake doesn't inhibit... the thing, but I mean she might show up anyway, right? But if she, we gotta go for it because yeah, we'll have her show up, and you know, if only we would have checked here first. Well, then we're not taking the Death Defiance refill. We're going to be greedy because she's going to show up and we're going to get all of them back. And we don't have to be worried about any of the, just the mobs here, right? We'll just try to avoid a boss room because I'm pretty bad at fighting that Telos dude.
Coin for Charon.
But, you know, we've got all of these heals. Another stars upgrade? Yeah, I think so. You know, and maybe she would have showed up anyway, but now she did show up.
Manifest your desire.
Alright, so now it'll make us impervious. And it'll make us a little bit of money, that's nice.
Lady Athena, by your leave.
Oh no, she's bringing up this? Oh man, Athena's gonna be mad.
Well, do you recall the Weaver Arachne?
I seldom forget anything, cousin. Especially not insolent mortals who see themselves as equals to the gods. Though she is not exactly mortal anymore. What of her?
Well, she lives down in Erebus now, near where I reside, and she's so wretched about her appearance, which I understand is from a curse you wrought. Doubtless entirely deserved, but have mercy on her, Lady Athena. Please.
So many mortals grovel to me all the time, but goddesses, and on behalf of mortals far too prideful to grovel for themselves? Cousin, do not waste my time with this.
Yeah, that's sort of what I thought she'd say. Alright, so we do not get the Death Defiance charges back. We'll just take this, this vulnerability thing.
Typhon awaits.
You know, we've never even seen Prometheus here with this new set of moves, so, you know, if we don't win the fight, that's okay. I really hoped we would be able to get our 3 Death Defiance, you know, and our greed and not buying one from the shop pretty bad too, but you know. Sometimes that's how it goes. Alright, so bouncing special.
I grow strong. More.
Hermes, at your service.
Good evening, my dear.
Alright, keep 6 stronger possible, but that's not gonna help me. This will help me.
A sudden
I mean, it'll help me some. It actually rarefies a lot of things, doesn't it? That's pretty cool.
Hypnotize.
And of course, Hera's got another boon where, like, if you don't have any common stuff, it makes everything better. So that could help. We're gonna skip the Hestia. Well, no. No, because it could be the easy boss. It's not. There we go, we get him in an Omega cast. I'm like, I guess we could just treat this game like we respect it. Stop just trying to attack a guy. We gotta, you know, wait for openings.
It's no use.
Alright, so somehow we got through all that and, like, basically didn't get hit at all. The moment of the cast makes you slightly impervious for a bit. I never time it right, but, you know.
Olympus, I accept.
And we get a whole bunch of stuff. Will we get dodge and stuff? Yes. So dodge and stuff, probably better than faster Omega moves at this point. Dodge and stuff, after all, could help there.
The limits of my light.
Alright, so... I mean, Freezer Burn is good here, because that'll let you, like, get rid of a bunch of stacks. We're going to take the HP over the money just because we have, like, a grand, and we're relatively unlikely to spend all of it unless we can make it through this section. Man, this build is cool, though. I love this staff. You know, regardless of what happens here, I want to play more with this one. I thought, you know, the snake staff with the turrets was the best, but, you know, just having 2 casts for that passive damage running around, you know, it's more like being a witch and less like, you know, being a warrior. I like that. It's how my favorite aspect of the staff reminds me of, you know, the aspect of the rosy-fingered dawn. Because the thing is now, like, we've got really good hammers, too.
For me.
Bouncing special with Demeter, like my favorite. Here, we get a Dionysus spoon. Hopefully we'll get a good one.
I don't even want to know what's happening out there. What's really happening is what is up. Oh, hey, the map finally stopped shaking for a bit, and I remembered what I wanted you to know. A box of bottles of ambrosia. That's just 4 of them at once.
So you don't just want 1 bottle of ambrosia, but 4, and you don't want me to, say, give 1 bottle at a time?
Come on, look how many guests I have. No single bottle's going to do. But now you know
4 ambrosia, we could do that.
I'll be counting on you, Mill baby.
Alright, so Drunken Stupor, yes.
Cool.
Can't hide from me.
Whoa, that's a pool.
Hooked one.
Yeah,
I've
some
got a crystal.
a little crystal. Good old boy.
Come, everybody, listen up. What's gotten into you?
I'm so like, you know, you can't be too afraid. It's a roguelike, you know. Why do you think you're gonna beat a boss the first time you see it? But, you know, I guess we gotta take, you know, all the good of the build and stop thinking, like, what if we don't beat Typhon? I mean, do we need to beat Typhon? I don't even think we need those things. Alright, so now we lose the hammer that we got, you know, at the beginning of Act 2 for vampire attack.
When my hard-headed sister Hestia shall insist on intervening anyway.
Ah, duo boon. What do we got?
Respectfully, you just don't know what's good for you, old queen. Sometimes it's ones can't bring themselves to ask for help that need it most. Now, why don't we set a proper example for the latest unceremonious addition to our family?
Unceremonious? I like, oh, they're offering us the duo boon again. I'm like, didn't we already see this one? There must have been something else going on in there. Fisher's worth a lot of damage. We'll take this. And maybe we'll get Fisher later. We're going to the shop because we have so much money. You know, and here we get to at least spend it on something before the final time. Alright, keepsakes are stronger? No. Boons stronger? Yes. You know, so yeah. 28% more bonus damage, you know, we got stuff, but here we are at the gates of Olympus. And well,
It's her. What did I
oh.
Heracles, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Him? You're supposed to be defending this mountain like before.
Fraternizing? Well, you were right again, Prometheus. So then what now?
The plot thickens.
We fight is what, big man. Slow her at least. She shall not tell a soul that you
This is interesting indeed.
At least not now, or soon.
I don't know, this sounds a little treasonous. Yet you expect me not to notify Lord Zeus and the others. Heracles, he's your father. Of all the gods, you'd even turn on him?
Mel, you've never met him. Barely.
Besides, the Titan of Foresight here knew I would, and who am I to argue? Now allow me in my club to ensure you'll forget what you have seen.
Alright.
Easily you can anticipate my flames by now. You burn.
213. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Well. You know, this actually... 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2. Alright, we get the life back. Yeah, they don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have it. Yeah, we totally got it. Yeah, baby. All right, so yes, one shot. First eyes on the fight, got the win. Now, what can we blame that on? 2 casts doing Scorch for passive stuff so we could evade. Hitch off of the Hera attack actually shared a lot of damage there. Having heal access. Just wonderful stuff. Man. Ah, what an exhilarating feeling. Awesome.
They're in league.
And, you know, the plot thickens. It's very fascinating stuff. And now, you know, we'll figure that we'll just be able to finish it up, you know. So, if we take the tooth... See, here's where my concern is. If we take the tooth... then strength will only turn on after we lose all of the lives. And then we'll come back with half-life, which basically is the same as not having the tooth at all. I think just taking the huge damage here is the answer.
The fleece.
Do we need Sultanic? No, certainly not. We'll take the shield charm though. Why not? Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, we've got so much money, which is great. You know, you want to be able to get to the end with a ton of cash. But we got that that bonus money thing from Hermes, and you know, it's been full pockets ever since. All right, let's get to it. We've got now the hard part's done, right? Now it's the easy part, you know. So we have a couple sources of invulnerability in our build, like a couple, 3 of them. It's actually pretty nutty because we didn't get the Death Defiance from Athena like we wanted, but we do have regular impervious hits that we can get. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
Out with you. Special delivery.
Oh right, because the Scorch gets blown up by the Demeter thing. Yeah. Alright, so Snuffed Candle, yes please. Basically just what we wanted. Big ol' hits onto the foe. And Revenge is not actually that advantageous. Here we go to this, so we'll do 50% more damage after using the Hex. So we'll have big numbers of heals accessible, unless we waste it charging through. But man, oh man, with these curses stacked up, this is quite a build.
Selene, show my foe to me.
Alright, so it's a downer and a spiller, but, you know, we don't have to worry about it, because with our amazing Technicolor extravaganza... Oh, man, no, he's still alive. Man, he's got a lot of hit points, huh? you know,
I saw clear
he did good work, but hey, not good enough. Wonderful stuff, and we get even more hex stuff. So here, just more uses, no, more HP. And 2 more uses, yeah, you know. You know, every good build I ever do, oh man, yeah, the fire explosions from Hestia, everything's coming together. Okay, so here, oh, we would have to have 12 in order to get the currency. Well, you know, I had never seen those before. I guess 12 was the number. Yeah, that is wild. Because again, like, the casts being mostly passive damage is so good. I mean, sure, you gotta get them down, but... Alright, so we'll take way more damage on attacks. Yes, please. And now we're already there? Yeah, because we've just been churning through so quick. We show up with 1700 HP.
Not to mess with gods.
Now we can swap one of our boons for 2 random ones on the hammer. We don't get to choose. I think we'll do that though, because, yeah. You know, maybe... I don't think they were good, but you know, I was like, ah, we've got the money.
In the name of Hades. By her grace.
It is I.
So here, if we buy the Death Defiance, again, like, I just think that makes us weaker. I think it makes us weaker, so we're not going to do it. Because with strength and these heals, we'll be... I mean, we could use the heals after the Death Defiance is gone, I guess. But I just feel like we'll take this for the big damage reduction and the damage boost that you get, and then just, you know... We'll be like, oh, rage. Oh, sorry, big guy. I didn't know you felt that way. Because, yeah, there's phase 1 already. Man, that hangover with the other passive effects on there. Oh, wow, wow, wow. That was a lot of damage. And we just dodged that one. We're just standing in it. Yeah, man, oh man. That's wild. He's such a big model that he takes a lot of, like, AoE damage as if he's, as if he's getting hit by several things in a row, you know? But, yeah, our considerable tankiness from our abilities just really being clutch for this whole thing. You know, it definitely is why we won the Prometheus fight. Like, that wasn't because of me playing right, it was because this build was so good. But then there we just, you know, pop it in. And we're going to end with, like, full HP, just standing here and fighting. Well, nearly full HP. I was like, isn't he dead? Yeah, there we go. I'm like, how is he still fighting? Because, like, you know, we had all those heals. Beautiful stuff. Yes, again. Stabby stab. Typhon Eradicare. Nice. Beautiful stuff.
The Underworld's guardian, Melenui, belongs not high above the surface, but below. Thus, having taken care of family business for the night, she vanishes before the break of dawn.
Return to Shadow now.
Alright, so now we know dramatically more about what's going on than before. Heracles is in league with our foe.
Do you remember the name Heracles? The greatest half-god hero of the surface, slayer of the Nemean lion and so on?
Not really, but I hear the other shades go on and on about him every now and then. Why do you ask?
I encountered him. He's as big as they say, that much is sure. He has such a storied past. I thought maybe you'd recall one of the tales.
Well, you thought wrong, my friend.
Thank the fates. It's fortunate the Witch of Shadows stands with you. Something unusual occurred, Princess. The fated list scrolled to a point that caught my eye. What it said made little sense to me, though I'm implored to tell you. I see your spirit's glimmer as the metals underneath the earth.
I see your spirit's glimmer as the metals underneath the earth. That sounds
That should get me some new torches, yeah?
Headmistress told me of them when she lent me the nocturnal arms. When you think on it, what do you see?
A demon of some sort. A mask-like face in shadow. Some nocturnal realm, not necessarily our own. Who is this?
We'll soon find out, I think. Likely a bearer of the arms of night, but whether past or future, I can't say.
I may have just fulfilled part of a prophecy in relaying those words. I trust they'll be of benefit, not harm.
I think so. I see your spirit's glimmer as the metals underneath the earth.
Felled that monster.
I guess we still do some morsels just
Power
because.
to create. Now simmer away. I'd not expected Lady Medea to be stationed in Eris still, Headmistress. To think even a witch of her experience wasn't able to prevent the city's fall.
It was not her responsibility to try. Medea was there to blend with the locals. It seems she's even more successful at it now, with most of them deceased. I trust she aided you in her own way.
That she did, yes.
You got him.
Odysseus, I need your counsel and discretion on something. Prometheus has an ally whom I thought was on my family's side. I faced them together near the mountain summit, where the smoke is thick. But I mustn't say who.
Quite the report, all right. And I have my suspicions as to whom you mean. Well, certainly the gods must know, at least Master Hermes. Or do you reckon that they're unaware?
I don't think they realize that perhaps Hermes does and won't let on. Prometheus said I wouldn't tell a soul who it was because of the harm that doing so would bring. Do you think he's telling the truth?
And Millennium's like, I immediately came and told you, so Prometheus couldn't have been telling the truth.
Truth for now, unless you believe this ally poses an imminent threat to your family. Are you in a position to further investigate?
Yes.
I think so.
Keep me apprised.
Hello?
It's Icarus.
Didn't think I'd feel this way, though it's good to be back, Melly. Your Grace.
Your Grace. Oh, come on
This
now.
feels different. I think it's warmer than it used to be or something, eh?
You found your way back. You're welcome here and safe as ever, Icarus. I trust the wings made the return trip relatively swift and trouble-free?
Well, flying past the city of Eris sure beats having to trudge through. I still have to check in with Master Odysseus, though I'll try not to be such a stranger around here.
Do see to that.
Hey.
Was it always like this? Between you and Headmistress? I used to think it was me you hated most of all.
Nemesis hates everybody.
You've
It's not
always been
personal.
naive, Princess. As for Hecate, I liked her better before she decided this right here was the best use of my talents.
She made that decision long ago.
Yes.
Are you going to resent her forever?
Yes.
Or are you going to do something about it?
I am doing something about it. I'm honoring my vow to Mother Nyx. Else I'd be long gone, much to your disappointment, I'm sure.
I would be very disappointed, yes. Right on time.
Alright, we need the Charon.
Just checking up on you. Freshly caught.
You need something?
We need the Charon card in order to level up one of these cards that we rarely use. I would never spend 5 permanent thing for 300 crowns. I mean, maybe that's fine, because that's like, you know, it's worth 2 boons in the early game, and maybe that's good. You know, but I just, you know, I don't know.
Now for my waking phrase. Ignium. I see your spirits glimmer as the metals underneath the earth. The hidden aspect of Supai.
You have the Devil Sparks, which also will increase your rush boon. Alternate move state fires automatically.
Grave Thirst
Oh,
activated.
I can't make it. I'm like, we need Shadow. Oh, well, we gotta start making Shadow then. Was that 6? Alright, 6 Shadow. We have 3. We also need a ton of Marble. Okay, so this is... It's gonna take a long time to get those materials, but... Well, we've got time. Alright, so now we'll go... Well, we need to do the rival Cerberus fight, which fortunately we can take the staff to again. And just do a couple time things and then do rival Cerbi. Seems fine.
Night, protect me.
Ugh, the fear.
But maybe we should go to 12.
Continue on.
Because if we go to 12, then we can do the rival Cerberus fight. I mean, I guess we could just do it with the swords, but I don't really like them. I want to use the staff again. Yeah, and then we can get like a special item from a shrine thing if we find it.
Such power hides within.
Oh, something's going on back there.
Descura, reveal your secrets.
And we'll just level that up, because I mean, like, I feel like doing more damage. The leash, I didn't think was going to do that much damage, but then, upon further reflection, it sure seemed like it was doing a lot. So we're going to take the Jeweled Palm. We're going to be at the whims of the fates. I kind of like that whole setup, where we have Furies instead of HP, where we, you know, don't take the move faster so that we get this cast impervious, because, like, it's not very long, but it can save you some trouble if you just nervously hit it. You know, like me. Alright, let's get to it. So now, after doing the upside of that, let us go down into the Underworld, the easier run. I haven't done Underworld Cerberus, so let's see how it turns out. Oh, sweet! We've got Gigaro Stash. Awesome. Alright, so special bouncing. We're going to want that because, you know, no matter what we have, we know that that's going to be good once we, you know, there's a lot of good stuff that could boost onto. Yeah, Gigaro Stash is real nice here. This pomegranate is going to be, like, useless.
This is my father's realm.
I'm like, yeah, we need to transform early here.
It turns out they're close, are they? Your little spat with him was shrouded by the dark, but I caught glimpses.
Oh ho 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 ho! Hermes already knows. All right, so dodge, yeah.
Very well.
You know, it'll increase over time. Here we take the hex. You know, we do need to get, like, something on the cast before, because, like, Zeus, is that the ideal? Because Zeus, like, bunches of thunderbolts. I mean, Hestia Scorch is fine, but big Thunderbolts, there's a lot of cool tie-ins for Thunderbolts, but, you know, that's the point of the Jeweled Pomegranate. You go over the crystal guides, right?
Ungainly Polyphemus and Medea work together, even if the vow of rivals was the cause. Though stranger is how that Cyclops is the second shepherd I have known with a propensity for lengthy sleeping spells. Behold my light.
Alright, so Wolf Howl Jump. I think we'll take the beam.
On this phase, I can see you may direct the lunar ray.
Alright, so Hephaestus or HP? Hephaestus could give us cast, it could give us like armor piercing. The dash would also be advantageous.
So Grandpa Cronus keeps on lending us hand to deal with what he did to us, but still, I reckoned he'd be back to his old self by now, but mayhap you scrambled him enough that it'll stick. Think you could do that to me, Mum?
Oh, poor Hephaestus. Alright, so attack for blast, I mean, maybe. I would kind of want something else, but I mean, this will be, I guess it's fine. Special I like better because, you know, I use special less.
Cheers, Renos.
And so, like, the delay on that could be better. Because I like doing the Omega attacks, so maybe we can get, like, because, like, Demeter on that, which I quite like.
Transform.
Word reached me you've encountered mighty Heracles. Big thick-headed fellow. You're not to aid him in his labors. Do you understand? He's in the middle of what we Olympians like to call a journey of self-discovery.
Yes, Hera, we know all about your self-discovery. Alright, so make this boon heroic. Alright, now we're talking. Now we're going. So this is gonna have like a very small cooldown now. We're going to the Chaos boon.
Pain is all.
Because I need, like, flux. It's not here, but, you know, it could have been.
Here, fishy. Mine. I got a void skate.
The being that you know as Typhon is the product of an earlier experiment of mine. I sought for my creations to surprise and multiply, but perhaps not to that extent, and I cannot unmake him now.
Alright. When we use attacks, we take damage, and cast deal more damage. You know, we'll try this. We'll just try to remember not to ever use attacks, right?
Shall we cross blades again?
Just like if I can remember not to right click, we'll be fine. Alright, cast for Scorch, yes. This is, you know, it's the same build as last time. It was a good build then, and it'll be a good build now. And the thing is, though, is I think it won't even, like, help the Scorch attacks, but it might.
Through this mess. It'll be
I'll let her just punch me, and then we'll get a bunch of money for it. You know, totally worth. And there, whenever it's a Nemesis room, you gotta just make sure that you are very Johnny on the spot, because she will take the best room. The one you want. Sure as you're born, it'll be the one you want. You know, and yeah, this actually... The very, very fast... Yeah, it's a 3-second recharge we've got out of the Hephaestus thing now, so...
The hunt begins. a bite.
That's a mother.
And we can get a pomegranate here, and we can get it down to 2 seconds, probably. I think 2's as good as they'll get it. I don't think they'll let you have it in 1. Nope. You know, if I'd been able to attack, we would have got it. Alas.
As I would like.
Well, you know, I think we got, like, something out of it. Alright, so we could get HP now, not really worth it. Sacrificial boons, meh. Special damage, I mean, not really that advantageous, is it? We'll take the money here. You know, the pomegranate might have been good, but, you know, we do want to get some more boons going on in our build. Man. You know, I love it. Because it bounces off and then, like... Hello, Thomas. What build you're seeing as of the turn time? So we're, we got the Circe staff, which duplicates our cast on our familiar and where we're at. And then there's, like, a line between us where they take some damage. We got a high-level Hephaestus smash boon on the special, and it bounces. So every, like, 2 seconds or 3... it does like 500 damage, and then we have a big scorch off of the cast, and it is going pretty good. And I think our chaos boon is going to turn on right after this fight, and so we'll have it in time for the final showdown. But we're doing the rivals fight, so you know it'll be tougher Hecate, tougher Scylla and the Sirens, and then it'll be the first time we fight Cerberus with his powered up moves, so I don't know what it'll be like. Say wave clear and pretty good boss health burn. Yep. So now, okay, so this is 2 seconds, and the cast is like 100 every 1 second, so both of the casts will do the damage equally, right? And now we've got this, which is I think as good as you get the blast, is down to 2. So basically our keepsake is the pomegranate from Mom and Dad, and that is what the whole build is about. So for the keepsake, you can't use any dice and like to reroll things, and you can't use keepsakes that call gods to you specifically. And in return, you're at what's called the Fate's Whim. So we get a random Hades boon. So we get this dash that'll make them take more attack and special damage. Pretty good. And Demeter, please let me get a Demeter on the attack. Well, we don't get it. But we'll get cast around the gust for around the circle. That'll be very good. And then we will, do we take this pomegranate? Oh, yeah. You know, spin the money, right? Spin the money. Yeah, see, the great thing about the cast is, so here there's these techniques, but, like, if you just drop the cast and then run away, you'll do enough. And Phrynos, we're running with the frog, so he follows along with you. The only other time I use this, we use the cat, who you have to dash over to wake up, and then it'll, like, go back down. But this one follows you to protect you. And so, the wave clear, I think, is gonna get even better soon, but yeah, it's got good strong punch for this early game, and then because anybody who sits still is not gonna be able to deal with this build at all. Because all you have to do is dash in and hit it. Like, I just did the rivals fight in the north. Oh, yeah. Prometheus and Heracles are in league together. The rivals fight for Prometheus is to fight both of them at once. So it's like the normal Prometheus fight, and then added onto that Hercules. But with this amazing weapon, we were able to get it through. That build was even better than this one is. But you see here, all we got to do is run. Run, throw the damage down. No, stop letting them hurt me. I'm just a little guy. But as soon as we get something good on that attack, Like, if we get, like, a nice Demeter, freeze him in place, you know... I'm forgetting to use my Hephaestus attack. It's every 2 seconds. You can get a duo to where, like, if you do it right when it recharges, you can do it again. So it's just, like, within 2 seconds. So once you get the chain going, you can really, really do it. I just waiting your professor to give comments on your weekly group project presentation. Well, I hope the comments are encouraging and, you know, commensurate to the effort that you put in. Alright, so 1:24 on the clock. Plenty of time.
Grandfather.
So the pomegranate here, you can keep it on for the additional levels on the things that you take, and we might for one more thing, because the alternative is what? I mean, like, money, whatever. Yeah, we'll take this. The additional boon levels, I think, is certainly worth going for. Because we want, you know, if you get a +4, that's like 3 whole pomegranates. It's a huge bonus on your attack damage, so hopefully we'll get something good there.
Oh, I would rather not discuss such bitter memories, but that monster's reawakening was in some ways akin to mine when Zacharias found me. On a much larger scale, of course.
I see, and I won't press you on it, but this may be strange to ask, though did you and Typhon know each other well?
Well, yeah, and there's a skull I was using yesterday, the Demeter aspect, no, the Persephone aspect of the Reval skull, and that gives you between like 1 and 6 levels out of it, so I was using both of those together. And, like, I got, like, a level, like, 7 or 8 attack boon for a huge thing, and then I doubled it later on. Oh, man, it was good.
We were using each other, one could say.
I understand. That's all.
Very well.
Boon for greater rarity. I don't think we want to do that.
Down I go.
Because that's the difference between us being able to buy, like, a boon in a shop, potentially, here, coming up. Oh, another chaos boon, eh? We're gonna take another one. Yeah, exactly. So, and then, hey, it's Nyx. So, yeah, the Echo that you can run into in the morning fields, she will take the highest level boon you have, selected randomly if you have more than one that's highest, and double it. So I got it up to level 10, and then we're gonna keep on buttering Knight up with gifts.
I wished to give you something more, O Knight. For caring for Sister Selene, who is a dear friend.
But yeah, we're gonna have the Scylla and Charybdis fight here, because Rival's Vow is on.
Your family's custom is not mine, child. Nor do I wish to accept such gratitude, whilst there is so much to be done before the realm is at full strength again. You have my thanks, as well as that request. I trust you are to thank for having shaken my son Hypnos from his slumber and compelled him to return. He had been doing fairly well on his responsibilities, up to a certain point.
Please forgive him.
Nyx is so delicate. She's like, he's been doing well. Some.
When the Titan Queen struck. I am relieved he's well. Assuming that he is?
He is himself.
Everyone's so funny describing Hypnos. Is he well? He's himself.
Thank you for looking after him.
Of course. By the will of chaos.
Alright, so every time we use Omega moves, we'll take 6 damage. I don't love this, but the prophecy foretells it. We're gonna do it. The special damage won't really help, because our special damage comes from the click. We won't... Yeah, the prophecy foretold it. We'll just have to remember not to do charged attacks. It's fine. Our real damage comes off of just, you know... just walking up to him like that. So we don't need to do it, it's just my... That's the hard thing about Chaos Spoons, is if they require you to stylistically change the way you play, even, hey, my girl, arty. Because, oh wow, when you hit the special and it hits multiple at a time for the thing, it'll hit all of them. Well, I think it's just in the area around the first one, not off of the bounces, actually.
Perfect.
Yeah. Because, like, you know, if you're just used to cast, dash, charge attack, you know, that kind of thing as your cycle, and then you're like, oh, don't charge attack, or like earlier where I couldn't attack at all. Like here, I'm afraid I'm gonna charge attack if I attack, so I just keep to the special.
Hail, sister.
Good evening.
I had more trouble getting here than usual.
500 splash damage. Oh yeah, and every 2 seconds, it's so good.
All you've done. Spreading fear, creating nightmares.
Through fear,
I got that on another one of the skull runs. It was on like the auto attack. So and they would like would automatically come back to me. So I would just sit there and fire, and then like every 2 seconds it would like explode twice. It was pretty good.
That was a rather good impression of your father, sister. Well, let's go terrify our foes some more, shall we? Here's what I have.
All right, so foes in our cast can take critical damage just from attacks. After we dash, moves can be critical for 2 seconds. I mean, yeah, this is
perfect.
After all, I'm always dashing. All right, so here we take. Hephaestus has more to offer than Hestia does at this point. He walked into the cast. You see what happens. I was like, yeah, here we go. Chain reaction. Now, Grand Caldera, that's good. More blast damage, they're 50% larger. But now, doing it just after they recharge, they fire 2 times. Now we've got machine gun funk going on. We will live for the Hephaestus and die for the Hephaestus.
Good.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, this is an amazing poke build now that also has cast.
Withstood that chaos curse I had.
And now we can use our charge attacks again. Yeah, stars over pomegranate. Aww.
You speak to me of nightmares.
We got that annoying thing. Now more special damage out of that. That would have been good if we had like an Apollo build or something. As it is with the Apollo, I mean, it's fine. We could get like a sacrifice to turn it into something else later, but I don't even know if we would take it, right? So actually, entertainingly for this build, this is one of the best for this because we can quite casually delete somebody just as they appear. It's like, look, any time-based things in a game like this can kind of drag on, right? You know, because I'm just like, yeah, and then you wanted me to run from them, and you just wait, and you wait, and you wait. In the first one, there were these Thanatos rooms, but if you took a timer, they didn't make you do it. So here, the timer actually stings. There we go. Hex continually fires from where we use it. That's what you want for this one. And does 500 power the first time it deals damage. That's the other one. So we'll take this top path. Then the next path of stars we get is going to allow... Because the Kamehameha beam is not good if you have to sit still, but it's very good if you can drop it and then walk away. You know, we might get an attack boon eventually. It sure would be nice. I mean, we don't need it.
Got it.
Yes, the familiar always fires. The hex, yeah, the thing on the ground fires it, and you can just go do your thing. But the familiar always fires the casts that you're doing. Including, oh, there was a chest there for money. We should have taken it. It's fine. All right, so blast for more damage and or larger, yeah. Wonderful.
It's Charon.
So now these blasts are gonna do, you know, a good 600 or so. And Scylla, of course, has, you know, they glam up a little bit. They get a little My Chemical Scylla on it.
The more detractors we'll get. And do you try to suffocate all your detractors as well as your fans? And if so, how will you keep accumulating?
Oh yeah. This is the skill in Charybdis device. In Charybdis, you know, they dyed their hair black. you know, for the fight too.
Worry your pretty little head about that, lady. You've got bigger problems like our special guest, who happens to be good at suffocating multiple detractors all at once. Please welcome the very special guest. Look
Yeah, you know, oh my goodness, the damage out of this. Yeah, we just delete these Charybdos. Oh wow, yeah, because they only have. They only have so much HP, right? And it's probably not like more than 1,000. Pretty good, man. This Oh, we gotta get over there. No, 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 no. All right. Oh, we got hit. We'll be fine. This is the Scylla and Charybdis song, "Rockin' a Hard Place." Click, click, click. Boom, baby.
Your great rival vanquished for the night.
My claim.
Yeah, the featured artist, that's the... So each one of them has like a bigger special attack in addition to how they normally do. And with the featured artist, that's how you know, okay, the drummer is going to do the big map-wide stuff instead of its normal map-wide stuff. Or, you know, the guitarist is going to do its sick slide moves into you.
Try another one, maybe.
Alright, now we've got... I mean, we still want to get, you know, I guess we'll still wear the pomegranate here. I'm like, we still want to get more good boons. I guess we can wear this whole time. So, 10 Fear Charybdis. Not Charybdis. Yes, Charybdis. 10 Fear Charybdis down. 10 Fear Cerberus. I know the difference. In the works.
Flourish.
Okay, we went the opposite way of the right way. Basically, Sakura's captured. Exactly, yeah, you know, and that's the other thing about the game that's so nice. It's like when you're like, oh, these earlier things were actually teaching me how to do the later ones, because Cerberus has a bunch of AoE attacks that there's very few places to stand, you know, and it just like sort of builds on it. And then before you know it, you're like, oh, that's how I'm supposed to play. I thought I didn't know, but I do. All right, so specials are faster. Yeah.
One more.
Attacks being faster would abstractly be nice, but I don't have an attack boon. Yeah, reach out and stab them with magic. Gotta love it.
Go.
Got to love it. Can I dash through here? Yes. Alright, Hephaestus boon. Hera, we want to go to Hera so we can get her on the attack. Even though there's plenty of Hephaestus boons that would be nice here. Oh, and we get a minor Selene boon. A minor Path of Stars Hex could still be like 2 or 3. Oh, here it's just 1. Oh, because it's not like a higher up one. But anyway, so we'll be able to... We'll take this one. Hopefully we'll be able to get the other one too. It increases the recharge the other one does. But, you know, just being able to put it as a turret. Because otherwise you gotta sit still. And ain't nobody got time for such madness. Man. That got it done alright. That sure got it done.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Here we go. because they take 30% damage and give it to other foes. So Hitch, when you get it on and then you start knocking the Hephaestus boons on the heads, pretty good stuff. I mean, look at that. It did 300 damage. That's more damage than it was doing.
My mother's strength.
And here, I'm like, I don't think we want to do the one where because if we double the level of the blast, I don't even think it does anything. But it would be funny anyway.
To me. It's a little sobby. Hi, Echo. Echo, Echo, Echo.
Yeah, so this is the highest level boon. If we made it level 12, does it get any better? Let's see. Okay, it's not valid. That's good. Alright, so 2 seconds is the absolute minimum for a recharge time. So even though it was level 6, it was declared invalid, so we doubled the level of the attack boon instead for huge damage. Awesome. Good choice, Self. Good choice indeed. Alright, here, the path... Yeah, this is the better room. Oh, wow, yeah, that's, yep. Because when we have it in the cast, you know, we do more damage to them while they're in it. This build is absolutely online. I don't know what Charybdis is like, but I don't think he's going to be able to stand up, you know, to the might of this witch right here. I think she's gonna send a message pretty strongly when we show up there. And it's gonna be, good dog, you're doing a great job, everybody loves you, but it's time to go home. Sometimes it's hard to convince a dog to calm down, especially when they got 3 heads. Oh, because it's a bounce. Oh, because it bounces around. Fun. I'm like, why does it look different? It's from the bouncy ability. So the special bounces. Nice. I knew we could get that off of... Here we go. So we get that and that. And it'll fire for another second. And... we actually want to take this to go up to the armor way first. Yeah, so... and now when we drop it, we're going to get armor for the duration of it. Which, of course, we won't have to be sitting still. Normally that armor is good because it lets you, you know, stand in, be very brave, just straight Dragon Ball Z it. But now we're going to be able to just get the armor and then carry on about our business. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now, baby. Yes, it bounces. The normal attack bounces, but the special bounces too, which I don't know why it didn't occur to me that that would be the case. Alright, here we go. Omega special launches a fireball. No, cast to aim the fireball. This is what we want, because now we don't even have to charge in to sink the fireball down, and we can play much more evasively. Beautiful stuff. This or the Zeus Spoon are the 2 ways to reach out and point with the cast, and they're both very, very good.
Well done, Prinos.
We don't need to buy either of those. We don't need to buy the MP because our build just functionally doesn't use it. It's fine. Oh no!
Covered in magma now. The vow of rivals caused all this.
You know, that was really good for getting through the shield. You know, there's our first Death Defiance. We still got a couple more. We're alright, yeah. Look at the damage. Oh my god. Look at the damage. I bet people do know hit it, Thomas. People that understand builds in this game, see, you see all the HP and how it just disappeared? People can probably do that pretty consistently. But yeah, because his bar was still showing a full, like, 2/3, or, like, full half of it, and then we just lit him all the way up, right? Well, not bad. I really like this staff. Because I used to swear by the other one, but I really think just, like, getting the double casts is so strong. Because, I mean, sure, we have the ideal one here with Hestia. I mean, actually, Zeus is probably better, right? Because Zeus is more damage, and then you could have a higher ceiling over it. Here, we get rid of the pomegranate. And what? We could take a hammer? I mean, it doesn't really matter what we do at this point. We got one Death Defiance, that's enough. We can just take the tooth and ball. No, I didn't even look into the shop. Whoopsie daisy. Can you pet dog now? Yes, we can pet the dog. Which, of course, is what the game is all about.
Just a few chambers to the house.
Everything in the vicinity must go.
Man, what a big room, right? What a big room, and they're so spread out in it. It took so long just because, like, none of them wanted to stand next to each other. Ah, Mumsy and Popsicle! I'm gonna pet that dog. And that's Boldy in the background. I didn't realize Boldy, the moss has grown upon him.
Where goes the Lord and Master of the Dead? The infernal watchdog of the Underworld follow.
We're gonna pet that dog.
Calm down since the fields, have you?
Oh look. Oh look, he's Como dog.
It's really good to see you both here. Do all the satyrs and such leave you well alone?
We're not the ones having to violate the principles of reality as we
That good old dog.
It seems my father must permit his zealous followers to run free a while longer to prevent any further misunderstandings between us.
But to answer more directly, Melinoi, the satyrs and such all flee from us on sight, often with little goat-like screams.
He's free. Oh, yeah. So we completed the main task, which is Zagreus threatens Kronos into chilling. And yeah, Momsy is free as well, hanging out. Zagreus, so like, we got through the main quest, but we're not through the epilogue, so we don't know the context of everything yet, but Kronos had a change of heart, but we have to keep on doing this for timeline stuff, you know, so the world doesn't get back to the future while they're dealing with everything. So yeah, they hang out in here, and you can fight against Zagreus in Elysium. There's a contract in a Charon shop every now and then. I've only done it once. I won. Alright, so after we take damage, go dark. Yeah, this is so good. Damage per Death Defiance is good too, though. We'll take this one.
Very well.
But yeah, so they're hanging out here, and basically, like, they're overseeing everything going back to normal. Nemesis finally found her way down here.
Kronos likes gold, so he won't mind our little contest here. Make yourself useful.
Focus on yourself. Enough of that.
Step back.
Man, that's a lot of damage. clean. Give me my money.
Take the damn gold. Ran into Artemis back there. Between her and now me, we must have done half the heavy lifting for you tonight.
Must be what I deserve, though.
Fighting Zagreus? Yeah, it was. I had the EOS aspect, that the torches I use all the time, where it throws the other orb out, and then it does your special moves out of it. So I basically just ran away from him and killed him with that. If I had to fight him with, like, the knives, I don't know how it would have gone. He had, like, the Hades Gigaro spear, so he was, like, quick and doing huge stuff. It was pretty cool.
Do a thing like that.
Nor I.
But I got a nice achievement for it, which is one of the lower done achievements. I guess a lot of people hadn't had it. We're just going to take the express route here to go through now. The build doesn't need any more power. And honestly, I'm not sure if anything else would make it stronger. Like, what, we could get, like, a dash, but, like, I mean, Festus dash would work, but I think we'll just charge through and finish up the run, you know. In the first Hades... Oh, here we go. There's the Altar of Night. So that's the thing we unlocked. If you had 12 fear, then you can get, like, a special item out of that. Which, we got one. We first noticed that in the earlier run. Yeah, we'll just take the express route. Because we don't need more power. So I guess we'll just push through. It's just so brutal. Got to love it. But this dash, like, it makes him take more attack and special damage, which, like, it's better for some things than this, but it's still pretty sweet. And it helps out a lot early on when that 40 damage, because it's 40 flat off of the dash. That 40 flat damage is enough to do, like, a good third of the HP of an early game mob, which really helps, you know, before you get your build up and kicking.
Please.
Because Cronus will show up right here and be like, you go punch him, and now we go into the past. That's the same thing with Typhon. Because, like, canonically, in our current timeline, they're not there. But we're still fighting the forces and stuff.
You are quite dangerous, I must admit. You have repeatedly breached into Tartarus and this house.
And now this is going to be the Rivals 3 vow fulfilled. So then, the next time we do this, it's going to be souped up Kronos and souped up Typhon, which I've never fought before. Because, you know, it wouldn't even let me until here.
You call that politely? You didn't even say the magic word.
She spelled the magic word with a K. Got him.
I'm from the future.
I'm from the future. The year 2000.
Stop you before you can cause more harm.
Oh, quite an imaginative tale. A comedy for the utterly outrageous premise beggars belief. My girl, one cannot travel back in time.
But what if one could?
Ever forward, and I alone determine at which rate.
Kronos, god of gravity.
Legions of the Golden Age.
I mean, look at the damage.
Mere moonbeams.
Mere moonbeams? My man, you just lost all of your life. Everything that used to make you you is gone. Yeah, it is ridiculous. What a strong build. Oh my stars, you know. Like, because with him in the cast, he takes so much more additional damage. Yeah, I'm like, what are you gonna do? You better drop your shield, buddy. And then we immediately just, oh my god, nuke him. Yeah, oh, you're getting healed? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. 1,254 damage for the Festus Blast. For being in the cast and all of the other things coming in together. 1,200 damage 2 times in a row. Bong bong. Every 2 seconds. And it's probably not even as strong as you can be. Still pretty dang strong. Still pretty clean. Elegant, graceful, and stylish. That's my Millennium. That's my girl. Coming through, 1727, 12 fear. Not the fastest we've done, but a decent enough time. And, you know, a good performance. Finishing the Rivals vow feels great. I mean, finishing the Rivals 3 vow. And, yeah, awesome. What a great little session.
Monumental feat. The ever modest princess of the dead.
And, of course, with the Heracles sting for the story, now I'm very compelled to be seeing what else is going on.
Return to Shadow now. Good enough. You knew I could do it, didn't you, Phrynos? Interesting.
And there's all the chaos things done. Now we do need to take the special weapons down. But I think we'll probably take a break now. Get something to eat. And then probably try to take over China for the rest of the day. Oh, man, I think, you know, hey, I'm on vacation, but it hasn't sung in yet. Because normally I'm off on a Thursday. So, like, when I wake up tomorrow, that's when I'll really be feeling the joy of it. But, man, what a good couple of runs. Awesome stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna take a little break now. You know, shower, probably shave the old head and the whiskers to let the mustache, like, you know, really show dramatically upon my face. That's important, you know. You want your mustache to be visible. It's so long now. It goes all the way underneath my chin with the longest of the mustaches. But anyway, enough about my mustache. It isn't. We're going to talk about it more later.
I should go.
But there we go. We sing along with Artie for a little bit. And we know that Rivals of Olden Rot. So we have to do this to activate the next Rivals vow.
Night shall I confront the worst perils of all.
You have it.
Oh, it's a little atlas. And we can do this alteration of familiar forms now.
May my familiars take on unfamiliar.
So I guess we can, like, make them look different, so that's exciting.
So mote it be.
If I can give them a little hat, then I'm gonna lose my mind. But the shadow extraction, we need fabric for.
One, please.
Is Chongqing in it? I think so. It may have a different name then. Yeah, that province. I'm looking around here on the map. Yeah, that's absolutely in the game. I think that's over, like, sort of where Wu is at. But yeah, it's absolutely in the game. Alright, here we buy the nightmares, of course we do. And then we need to get this thing cooking shadows. because, well, it's just fabric and the ashes and the psyche, so, you know, it'll just take a couple of runs for him to cook up, and then we'll be able to unlock.
Good hunting.
Hi, gang. Any of you interested in a new look?
Confuses now. Yeah, so that part of the map, you know, it's very jungly. You know, you've got a lot of mountains and rivers to go around. That's actually right about where we're fighting in our current campaign, right around in there in China. But aspect of Supe, I'm like, I don't. Is that like an Indonesian deity? Like, I feel like I've seen the name, but I don't recognize it. But it would be some Underworld associated thing, but that's another aspect we unlocked. But oh, we already did unlock the aspect of hell. So now we've got access to all 4 forms there, but we still need to pay for this. So once we get the shadow, that'll be the last of the weapons that we've gotten. Well, and we got to get aspect of Shiva. Shiva, I do know, of course. We just need to stack nightmares for that. But anyway,
The Vow of Rivals is at full potential now.
so if we wanted to go up, alright, yeah. So 12 Fear Rivals gets you there, so we won't even need to add anything else on to get to 12 for all of these. Which, of course, you get 4 more for the last one. That does let you get these early ones, you know, but we're not going to do that right now. Because you put 12 Fear on, you know, and then you have to get to, you know, the very end. Scary, but...
Vows are made.
Say Shiva's pretty famous here, say so myself. Yeah, you know, I guess I wouldn't assume that everybody knows Shiva, because, like, knowledge of, you know, other traditions and cultures isn't universal, but I think probably a lot of Americans would be as likely to think of, like, the ice goddess figure from Final Fantasy as the Hindu deity Shiva, but whenever I saw the jetpack with Shiva's name, I'm like, oh yeah, destruction, disaster, woo! Reincarnate the world, spin the wheel. But I guess maybe somebody would have been like, wait, it's not ice. But whenever I was a little kid, my first exposure to the names of many of the Hindu deities was in Final Fantasy, right? You know, you have Ramu, who does a lightning thing, and, you know, or you have Odin, who's a guy on a horse from Norse stuff, but in my head, it's like, Final Fantasy, yeah, Odin, he's an Esper, he swings, you know, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, learning what these names were cribbed from, and then sort of filling it out into, you know, where the actual stories of these things. Much like Hades might do, you know? You know, somebody might play this game and be like, oh, is that what Zeus is like? And then they read, you know, the wealth of things written about Zeus. You're like, oh, that's why Hera doesn't get along with him. But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. I'm gonna get something to eat. Get on with my day. I'll be back in a bit to try to take over China, probably. I imagine that's the game we'll play. But maybe I'll see you there, Thomas. Thanks for hanging out. And anybody else that's watching, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you guys later, or in another stream or video if I don't catch you later on today.